Guys, welcome back to some Dislyte. Today we are continuing to look at the Osiris event that we have going on. Part 2 is open, which is the chase. So what I've been doing out of here is actually going through and doing the boss challenge. The chapters, the storyline is very, very cool, but the boss challenge is giving you these ancient tokens. Now the ancient tokens are what you're going to use to redeem in this event. This is really what I've been farming with the stamina that I've been having. You can see our stamina is full right here. I've gotten to all the way to stage 6. Stage 6 at this point I cannot complete. So what I've been doing is just hitting up stage 5. Stage 5 is where I have been farming a lot of those tokens in there. So we can go ahead and hit up the shop. Now Meredith is really the focus in here. Just because within this game it is very, very difficult to acquire new heroes. It does take a considerable amount of time. It is a lot of RNG, not only getting a single copy to unlock the Esper, but also to build up the Esper if you want to build up some of their skills. It does take, again, multiple copies in some of the heroes that are significantly rare, like Meredith. It seems like it is the way to really acquire them. I don't know if it is the best way to get them, but it seems like it is a very solid way. Looking at the loot in here, the relic packs I kind of passed on. I know it is a pretty high relic pack, but it is a little bit expensive. In relics, you can farm. So I've actually gotten to the point where looking at the relics, looking at things of that nature, the bosses, even some of the places within the trials, most of them at this point are capped, and was kind of my concern with the game. Is we can go through, we can finish the stage 8 of all of the different bosses in here, farming up some of our records, and then of course when it comes to the ritual miracle, kind of the end game. So 9 I'm still struggling with. I might be able to pass it now with a couple new heroes, but then 9 and 10, very similar. You get the 4 of 6 relics. This is really where you want to farm. I would not recommend spending any of the event materials on items you can farm. It would really, really be a strong pass for me, just because, again, you do have the ability to farm out of the farming out of there. Now, the Staff of Immortality, this is actually a name card, so most of the visual items, the skins, the name cards, things of that nature, I'm not too worried about. But things like the Legendary Abilamon is exactly what you do want to go for. Legendary Saruman, again, the wave packs I do kind of pass. Epic Abilamon you get kind of on a regular basis, along with EXP, gold, things of that nature. I would solid pass on those, as well as the relics, just because, again, there is an option to farm a majority of those. So definitely picking up the hero, which this is what I'm going to farm really, really heavy. I have a lot of stamina that is sitting here completely maxed out. In addition, I also do have a significant amount of stamina within my bag that I can use. Shimmer record, again, the RNG factor of this is very high. We're going to go ahead and do some summons. I've been saving up some golden records. Maybe we can pull a copy of Osiris. He is really, really showing well, guys. So if you look at Osiris with his skills and abilities, if you've used him through the kind of trial version that they give us on there, but Ali, he's been doing incredibly well with his ability, with the plus 25% allied speed with the captain ability. PvP heavy, works incredible. If a hero does take fatal damage, he will protect them, which is awesome. Has the silence ability, which again, very strong when it comes to PvP. Love the passive ability. So not only does he have kind of the lockdown crowd control silence ability, but he does also have recovery and that invincibility. And then in here, guys, he has a massive defense down and a taunt, which is awesome. Grants him invincibility when he taunts, which is, again, the hero a lot of people have really been looking to build him out because of his skills and abilities. He seems to work incredibly well within formations. We're seeing him at a very high tier level, kind of where he's coming into, which again is very, very cool to see. Some games they do make heroes and they have kind of a minimal effect. I would say a minimal effect or no effect, where a lot of players actually don't use them. You can see, guys, in our inventory, we have been saving these up. Same with relics. Relics, again, we've been farming a lot of relics in here. That is the reason why I do not buy them from the shop, is you can easily farm them in a bunch of different game modes. So within the chase, guys, like I said, we're farming this boss. So I actually go to 5 right here. This is the team we just actually got Gabrielle up to level 50. She just hit level 50 right now. And then we've been maxing out her skills, which works. So I've been going through here. Again, 12 is relatively expensive, but I haven't had much difficulty coming through here and taking out the bosses with the team comp that I have. Still kind of limited in here with the heroes that I possess. And again, that's another thing that I'm kind of finding within the game. There are a lot better heroes than the heroes that I currently possess, but it has been an incredibly difficult time to pull them. We've been kind of struggling with getting good summons, even when it comes to the golden records. Overall, it runs, I think the reset timer for a pity legendary hero is 120 pulls. You don't get the golden records that often. You can farm them out of multiple parts, multiple events. But overall, again, you don't get a lot of them is what I'm kind of seeing. But I'm hoping today we will have some pretty solid luck in there and get a couple elite heroes would be nice. A couple legendary heroes would be absolutely insane. And Sienna down here does work incredibly well. Gabriel, of course, works really, really well. And then we have a couple damage. This one you do have to run Osiris in here. So I'm hoping that we can get the boss down. There we go. So the boss does go down. Now it's just a matter of taking down a couple of the little minions. And then again, this is what we've kind of been farming to get some of those tickets. I really want to get Meredith. I didn't realize I was that far behind. Haven't been playing Dislyte as much as I probably should be to be farming everything. But again, I'm noticing that I don't know where the end game is. I don't know where it's going to go with this game. They're going to have to come out with, events kind of on the regular and a lot more things of that nature to keep players really engaged with it, short of just coming in here and farming. We're almost to level 54 at this point. I'm going to have to get a couple of these heroes up, which I believe right now, I was waiting for Gabriel. Gabriel actually was not max level yesterday. So at this point, I'm going to just take her up a little bit higher. I'm trying to get some of the build in here, the ascension level we've been focusing on. I've actually been farming a lot of these waves out of here. We almost have enough for the bonus for the accuracy, but the advancement, guys, we're going to be able to take her actually to level 60, which is what we want, guys. So that takes her to 6 stars. Again, that might not be the best choice, but it's a hero that we use, and it's a hero we use all the time. So I don't see any reason why we would not take her, to level 60. Even saving these, guys, I've been saving these to actually use on some of the heroes that I use within the expedition, so we can go ahead and pick up all the bonus loot. Since she is in a majority of formations, I would just go ahead and let her naturally level up through the game, because again, she's in most of the formations. Her abilities, guys, we got super lucky with the rush ability. We actually maxed it out to 5. We're already at 3 on broadside, and then we did get number 2 or level 2 for wave breaker. So again, give me some feedback on some of the heroes that are in here. We also do have Wukong. So what I've heard from a lot of players is when it comes to the damage heroes, leveling them up, we got the ascension level, the phases are complete here. That is really the way to go. With support heroes, it is more about the advancement of the abilities to really maximize the effectiveness of them, where the damage heroes might do a little bit more damage, but it is the priority to max out your support heroes, which is what I've kind of been looking at. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today, but we are going to do some summons. Again, fingers crossed that we can get a couple copies. You can see we did quite a few spins here already. We have 52 records. We have, and all that I've been doing is spending every single one of my diamonds into my records to go ahead and unlock some of these legendary heroes in here or get some additional copies. There we go. So we got the purple tunnel, which means it is going to be at least an epic. And I love the light show that they have here. You can see it right over here in the right hand side of the heroes that we're going to be picking up. Leon and a lot of these guys, we have a lot of copies of them, and we also do have a significant amount of maxed out heroes. So I'm not sure exactly at this point what we need to start recycling with all of those, but we'll have to see. Now, this hero, again, we've gotten, I believe, 3 or 4 copies of her already. So again, we're just kind of saving the copies at this time because there has to be a way to recycling them. I know leveling up a lot of their skills and abilities is important, but also using them, I guess, essentially as food is what it seems to be for your for not the Abilamons, for the other one, the Saruman's, to level them up. It looks like a pretty good summon here, guys. We had some lights right there in the back. Chalmers and Drew, and again, multiple copies of a lot of these heroes. Boom. Is it a new hero that we got? Which, nope, we already got copies of her. So again, starting to see a lot of the same heroes in here. Another copy of Lynn. That's okay, because I mean, we can use them. They do have a utility, but there's a lot of other heroes I would absolutely love to see. One more, and we'll be at our 100% for Osiris, which means I believe the percentage goes up by 10, and it looks like a little, kind of maybe a legendary in there. Because we've seen this little light right here in the back. You could see the kind of phased out, so I'm hoping it's going to be a new one. We need some new heroes here to continue building up. There we go, guys. We got the Earthquake. Nope, that's a Shimmer. I have a couple copies of Taylor as well. The Shimmer Epic. Bernice, Helena. And this is what I was kind of talking about with summons a little bit earlier. A lot of it is kind of the same heroes. I like the Shimmer effect that they have on there. There's our spin reward. We get a couple extra copies there. Then we're up to 150, which we're not going to have enough, but we got extra rewards, which is good. Blue means that we're going to get, I believe it is just the, we'll just skip through this one. See, nobody special on that one. And then one more pull. We're 40 away, guys, from pulling that legendary. This one, another epic in this one. And there's still a couple epic heroes that we have not had an opportunity to pull. We still do have a lot of heroes to unlock in here. I believe we already do have him as well. Again, just pulling doubles of some of these heroes at this point. But absolutely loving the summons, guys. It's a very cool game with the turn-based kind of RPG aspect of it. One more, and then what do we got? 8 left. Let's see if we can pull one within these 8. And there's no way to skip this process for... We are so close to getting a legendary hero in here. I wish there was a way to just literally skip this and go through, which there very well could be. But I'm hoping that one of these are going to yield. There's an epic hero, which is good, I hope, and it is the same one we just got. Trying to get the White Tiger. Still, everybody says that she is completely broken, but if you don't have an opportunity to pull her, then it's kind of stuck on what you're doing right now with the random golden record pulls. We do have a couple others. We have a couple of the other pulls that we'll do in just a minute with the kind of shards or pieces that we picked up of the records. Another copy of Leon. Let me know, guys. Let me know what we need to do to recycle a lot of these copies. Because again, there's some I have probably 20 plus copies of, and a lot of their skills are maxed out, are completely maxed out at this point. We got one left, guys. We got one more shot to pull. Let's see if we can pull our very last one, which we went through almost 100 summons, which nope, it is not. The search for our legendary hero continues with the spins, and then of course hopefully we can get some more spins out of here. We've already done 128 spins. The legendary hero that we got last time, we actually pulled a copy of Donar, which is right here. Pretty solid tank. I've been building him up a little bit. I like his abilities. He seems to work pretty well in PvP, but super excited to get Gabrielle built out a little bit more. Finally got her to that 6-star rating. Need the survivability. As you've seen in the battle that we just did, she died out relatively quick, which is not what we want to do. We actually want her to survive. So I'm going to go back to the event and I'm going to just farm that boss challenge. Level 5 is where we're stuck at, so I'm going to set my battle like we have right here. We're going to put it on multi-battle, just let this thing run, again, farming up these resources. So again, that'll do it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.